Ethiopian achieves remarkable performance amid regional, global challenges. Ethiopian Airlines Group has achieved a remarkable performance last Ethiopian fiscal year amid regional and global challenges, Chief Executive Officer Mesfin Teso said. Briefing journalists on the annual performance of the airline today, he stated that the just concluded Ethiopian fiscal year was a year filled with various regional and global challenges that had negatively impacted on the aviation industry landscape of the country. Mesfin mentioned the ongoing regional and global challenges such as the Russia-Ukraine war, Middle East crises, slowdown in global economic growth, and regional conflicts in Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo that have impacted the aviation sector. Despite the hurdles, Ethiopian Airlines has achieved remarkable progress and continues to expand its global reach, enhance its fleet, and strengthen its position as Africa's leading carrier, he added. As a result, the airline has earned a total of $7.6 billion in revenue during the fiscal year, registering 8% increase in comparison to the same period of the 2016 EFY. During the period, the airline transported a total of 19 million passengers, 15.2 million international and 3.9 million domestic, surpassing the 17 million in the previous year. In terms of expanding its global destinations and extending its flight network, Ethiopian Airlines has broadened its global reach in the fiscal year by opening 6 new international destinations. The airline has also acquired 13 new modern aircraft and achieved strong growth performance in cargo operations, emphasizing on investment in infrastructure development, including the construction of a new mega international airport to support its ongoing growth of the sector. The CEO finally reaffirmed the group's determination to continue being one of the most competitive and leading aviation groups in the world by providing safe, secure, and customer-focused passenger and cargo transport, aviation training, airport management, and ground services.
The outgoing Egyptian ambassador lauds long-standing relations between Ethiopia and Egypt. President Tayatski Selassie bid farewell today to the outgoing German ambassador Jens Heinfeld to Ethiopia and Egyptian ambassador Mohammed Omar Gad. On the occasion, the outgoing ambassador said that they made meaningful contributions toward strengthening bilateral relations with Ethiopia during their tenure, recognizing the country's strategic significance on the African continent. The outgoing Egyptian ambassador Mohammed Omar Gad said it has been a privilege for him to serve as an Egyptian ambassador in Addis Ababa over the past 4 years.
Both Egypt and Ethiopia are very important countries in Africa. We have a long history of engagement and relations. This morning, as I prepare to leave after concluding my position as the Egyptian ambassador in Addis Ababa, I had the honor of meeting with His Excellency President Tayatski Selassie. We hope that we are able to build more bridges in our relations. Of course, we have issues on the bilateral front that we need to deal with. However, we have a history of strong engagement, and I am sure that in the coming months, an agreement over our differences will be reached.
Outgoing German ambassador Jens Heinfeld to Ethiopia highlighted the bilateral relationship between Germany and Ethiopia. This is a very special year as you
have indeed highlighted the bilateral relationship between Germany and Ethiopia, and this is a very special year as we are celebrating 120 years of diplomatic relations between our two countries. Germany has always considered itself to be a very good friend of Ethiopia, and I think we have had bilateral relations which reflect this in many ways. I myself have had the privilege of being ambassador to Ethiopia and also the permanent representative to the African Union for a little over 10 months.
እና ፋይዳ አንፃር ስትራቴጂካዊ ጠቀሜታ አንፃር እንዲሁም ካላቸው አቅም ኢትዮጵያ በህዝብ ቁጥር ሁለተኛ ናት፣ ግብጽ ሶስተኛ ናት፣ በኢኮኖሚ ደረጃ ኢትዮጵያ ፈጣን ኢኮኖሚ ድገት ለአፍሪካ ለንታ የሚሆን ነው ግብጽ የራሷ ሆነ በኢኮኖሚው የደረሰችበት የእድገት ደረጃ አለ
Extensive work underway to promote tourism resources, create conducive environment for visitors. The Ministry of Tourism announced that the promotion of Ethiopia's vast tourism resources and the creation of favorable conditions for visitors have been carried out on a large scale. Beyond its economic benefits, domestic tourism, which is primarily the movement of citizens away from their home for recreation, meetings, field work, pilgrimage, and medical treatment, strengthens solidarity among peoples. Ministry Promotion Sector Lead Executive Officer, Teshome Teklu, said the infrastructure development projects being carried out by the government have contributed to the tourism sector. In particular, he mentioned that they have created big opportunity for visitors to visit Ethiopia's amazing tourist attractions. Extensive work underway to promote tourism resources, create conducive environment for visitors. The Ministry of Tourism announced that the promotion of Ethiopia's vast tourism resources and the creation of favorable conditions for visitors have been carried out on a large scale. The executive director stated that the projects implemented in the Jabita for Generation and Jabita for Nation have created huge opportunity to extend the stay of tourists. According to him, the ministry is working to create a favorable environment for service providers in particular and to ensure that they participate widely in domestic tourism. On the other hand, tour operators told ENA that they are doing a lot to promote Ethiopia's amazing tourism resources to the world. Ethiopia, with its diverse culture and history, has many tourism resources that create great opportunities and hope for those involved in the sector, the operators pointed out. The Ethiopia Tour Operators Association Vice President, Enku Mulujida, said the completion of development works has enabled the number of visitors to increase. He added that the revival of domestic tourism has created opportunities for service providers. Pleasure Ethiopia Tours owner, Nahum Admasu, said new destinations built in various parts of the country have increased his income.